up, babes? If you are new here, welcome. Now's a good time to go and subscribe. Of course, if this is your first time meeting me with this wig cap, we get right into the tutorials over here. So today is no different. I'm going to be working with Hairvivi, as you guys can see from the title. I wanted to give you a quick look at how the package came and what to expect. So of course, once you open up the packaging, you will get very detailed instructions on what to do, how to care for the unit, and of course, if for any reason you decide that you open this up fully and you did not get the right wig, you're unsatisfied with it, do not pass go. Do not collect $500. Make sure that you reach out to Hairvivi to let them know so that you can definitely get a replacement or refund if necessary. It's one of my favorite hair companies, so I highly doubt that that would be the case. But again, I just wanted to show you some of the goodies that I got. And I did actually notice that they have this new kind of like dual-sided brush tool, which I'm interested in working with because typically I get just like the wig, we'll get some True-Scalp tape, and of course like clips and things like that. So it seems like they did go ahead and just add a few new things into the packaging this month. And of course, here is a quick look at the wig. So of course it came in this satin bag. You can hear all the plastic. But yeah, so taking it right out of the packaging, and you guys know, well, you may not know, Hairvivi usually styles the wigs before you get them. So they do the plucking, the bleaching, everything start to finish. So as soon as you get this unit, all that you have to do is put it on and go. And if you were like me, I am one of those people that when I get it, I want to be able to install it. So one of my favorite things about Hairvivi is they make it a point to give you your wig already pre-styled. What does that mean? It's going to be ready to put on. So of course, if you were looking for a wig that already comes pre-plucked, pre-bleached, pre-styled, this is going to be the wig for you. So today I actually picked out one with a little bit of color. So I know this is going to be perfect for like spring, summertime, for those girls that are still going to want to wear the wig in the heat, but you just kind of want to like switch up your style and freshen it up a little bit. So let me pull this out. All right, and so this is exactly what you would expect. Of course, it came in that little clear packaging. Go ahead and just kind of like remove this. The net, which the net just kind of keeps it protective. And I will say, I just know from my experience of like selling custom units, no matter how you try to style this to the best of your ability, it can look bomb on the mannequin. The moment you fold it up, cover it, put it in a box and ship it off, you will not get the same effect when you get it home. Yes, it will have curls. Yes, the knots will still be bleached and all that good stuff. But in terms of if you are looking for just like a super wavy look or something specific, 9 times out of 10, you will have to at least maneuver the front. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Now, right out of the gate, Hairvivi has a very specific smell. I'm assuming it is going to be like the shampoo or the conditioner that they decide to use. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like overly good. It's more of like a perfume smell. So yeah, at this point, if you decide you want to wash the wig, you absolutely could. Here's a quick look at the color, which I think is really, really pretty. Now, if this was me, I would highly think about just washing this wig, just because sometimes when I get the color, I want to make sure that there's no like additional residue or anything sitting on this. But obviously, for the purpose of the video, I want to go ahead and install it for you. So you guys will notice that they actually have a tag here. This is again where you want to double check. You look inside here. You guys can see inside of the actual cap. So you do get a ton of parting space, you guys can see from ear to ear, and then it actually goes back 6 inches, which gives you a ton of space if you are one of those girls that like the deep middle part, deep side part, my favorite. And then you guys can also see that the knots do come pre-bleached. Let me show you. And just look how transparent the lace is. All that I'm doing now is pretty much adjusting the wig cap because you want to make sure that it's going to fit your head pretty snug. I'm one of those people that prefer to do more of like a glueless install. So if that's something that you want as well, Hairvivi is perfect because they also have adjustable caps. And there is an elastic band on the inside as well. So you can get this baby as tight as you need to. There we go. So I got the actual wig cap itself pretty tight. You guys can see I put it on that middle section, and then of course, y'all, I think that's my phone going off. Okay, okay, baby. So then of course you have the actual wig band, and everything pretty much looks nice and snug. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this up just a teeny tiny bit. And as for the flaps, I do like to go ahead and just kind of get rid of some of this additional lace before actually putting it on, just to avoid having to like do it while it's on my head. So you guys will kind of see here you kind of get a little bit of extra like lace trimming the ear. Go ahead and just kind of cut that off so that you won't have to deal with it later. So you guys can see they did go ahead and kind of pre-curl the hair, pre-style it. But like I said, once you put it in the box and you pull it out, y'all, it's very difficult for the hair to maintain its shape. And I know, because I personally have dealt with the same struggles when it comes to shipping my units as well. So boom, looking good. The hair is super full though, so the first thing you want to do when installing the units, you always want to use the True-Scalp tape, because this is going to mimic scalp the most and avoid you having to like lay this wig cap down any further than you're going to want to. So literally I just have this on, y'all. My hair is not even braided. Can you believe that? Listen, that's another conversation. If you want to know the braidless way to get your hair nice and flat, especially with thick hair, let me know so I can do a quick video on that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much cut this open and place it on the inside of the wig. It's so easy, just like tape. You're literally gonna go ahead and just pop this baby out. You literally will put the True-Scalp tape on the inside of the unit here and peel it off of the, obviously the plastic that it comes on, so it'll be tacky on one side. Go ahead and just lay it directly in the wig. Boom, super easy. But like I said, if you want more of a step-by-step, definitely make sure to subscribe, and also make sure that you just go through the playlist, because I have a ton of Hairvivi how to install the True-Scalp tape videos. So you guys may not know, but I like to kind of create like a circular shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. This is nowhere near perfect, okay, but it's gonna do. What you want to do is avoid having those like super defined edges on the side, and just go ahead and just peel this off. Sometimes I'll cut it to like the length of the wig, but I have so much of this, it's like no need to try to preserve it. All right, so I'm just gonna place this inside. So of course, this is just a quick look at how the True-Scalp tape looks just sitting inside of the wig. And then of course, once it lays against your scalp, you guys, it will disappear and look like magic, just like scalp. Oh, look at this color. So pretty. Instant transformation. Look at that. I haven't even pulled down the lace, girl. What we doing? And obviously you want to make sure that, like, I have a pretty large forehead, so I can decide, girl, do you want a big forehead today? Do we want a small one? Y'all, I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. So I do always notice that Hairvivi actually gives you a little bit more of like ear flap area. It's never, ever, ever, ever a big deal if you have to cut it away. Y'all, this hair is so thick and full that if you needed to, you could, and you would still have plenty to work with. So don't be afraid to do that. I know I don't usually do it in my videos just because I'm happy with the way that they look, and they look so freaking natural, especially to kind of mimic the hairline space. It works out. So I usually don't add any type of baby hair or anything like that to it. Like, this hairline is ideal when it comes to the density of the unit and just Hairvivi wigs in general. I like the way that they style them, so I tend to kind of keep it in that same way. So now I just want to make sure that I'm looking in the mirror that's like over here, y'all. I'm gonna have to show y'all my film room, because the way that I have this set up, y'all would never, ever, ever, ever believe that it looks the way that it looks. It's so crazy. But yeah, so let me go ahead and, in my squeaky chair, Jesus, the highlights look so good. I don't know if you guys can tell from when they styled it originally, it was definitely a nice wave, looking pretty cute. I'm thinking I want to do some layers to it, but I'm not gonna do it today because I want to do like a get ready with me on Instagram and probably TikTok, just to kind of jazz up the wig a little bit. So I'm going to keep it in its natural form. So all that I'm going to do from here is make sure that we get this area as flat as possible. If you are somebody that does not like that and you want your wigs to just kind of sit naturally and have a little bit more volume up here, keep it. Leave it as it is. Throw some curls in it and be done. Me, I'm going to do a little more. So Now, in the meantime, you could decide if you want to absolutely wear this gluelessly or not. In this case, I think that I am gonna add a little bit of, just a little bit of something. I feel like it's so snug that I don't really have to, but I don't know. I'm also gonna tighten the back elastic band as well. Y'all, it's time for me to get a wax. Y'all are still shaving y'all armpits. What are we doing, okay? It's time to wax those babies. That's how you avoid just the hair growing back too fast, all those stubbles. I know that has nothing to do with this video, but anyway. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just flip this back. Y'all know I love to use the Bronner Brothers. This is their long-lasting Sprit Shine from the Professional collection. It's no longer available, but you can still get the Pump It Up. Literally identical product. Go ahead and just use that. Y'all know I take a little bit of foundation brush, I put a little bit on my foundation brush, literally just spray it directly on there, and then follow your hairline. Now, I don't mind doing this with having makeup on. Ideally, you would want to kind of clean the area before you do it, but this is just going to give it a little bit of extra hold, something to kind of adhere to. If you're like me and you want to kind of put your wigs on and off, you don't really want to have to do too much. So I just put a little bit of this around my hairline, and then it'll naturally kind of get tacky. It dries so quick. We should call this 30-second glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slide these down. All right. Put it right over the areas that I just laid that. And I literally just take my fingers. If you feel like you want it, you know, a little more, I'm gonna show you what I do. So I can already feel it sticking, which is so like, what is in this stuff? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit more, spray it on there, and just lightly hit the edges. I'm not bringing this so far back. So I'm not bringing this so far back that, you know, it's getting into too much of the hair, because you don't want everything to be laid down and crispy. So when you do this, always make sure that you kind of comb it out a little bit. Now, something Hairvivi should include in the packaging is something to kind of lay your wigs down, like an elastic band or something like that. Just, I mean, it's not absolutely needed, but it would be helpful. I know that most of the time, you know, their wig wearers are going to be wearing this gluelessly, but if you are like me and you want a little bit of extra help, I think that's something we could do. I'm gonna take the little tool, which I think is so freaking cute. Look at that. So cute. So I have the brush on one end and the comb on the other. I'm gonna use the comb. The brush was kind of nice too. But the comb just kind of helps to separate the hair. And then it even has a rat tail part, which is like golden, so that you can part your hair effortlessly. Y'all, they knew what they were doing with this one. If you guys are wondering what happened here, I literally just got birth control about 2 weeks now. We got to talk about it, because I've been doing birth control for quite some time. So I'm pretty scarred up right here, but this is my last time on it. That's for another video. Anywho, I'm just gonna take this one. I can't remember where I got this from, but it does have, you know, obviously the elastic ability there. And I'm literally gonna do this in the front just so that I can easily like take it down later. But you guys see, once you're happy with it, go ahead and strap this baby down. Push it back a little bit. All right. Alright, so another quick trick, whenever I am looking to really get a max hold on like a glueless unit, aka just a little hairspray, I'm gonna go ahead and spray down like the middle. Not crazy, but just a small amount. A little goes a long way. And I just dab that down the center. And what that does is, of course, it's going to seep through and literally adhere to the wig cap that I have on up under. So it's holding my wig in place even more than just, you know, all the other things we have, right? Keep in mind, this wig has combs, clips, elastic bands, adjustable wig cap. Now we got the pump it up spray. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a production. And then all that I want to do from here is just start to kind of style up my hair. So like I said, they had already pre-curled it, but y'all know the pre-curl is not really going to last that long. So I'm going to go ahead and just do my thing and just add some little curls up in it. I hope you guys can see this pretty good if I need to go back. Now y'all know typically I will trim off the ends, but y'all, the hair feels really smooth, really silky. Like I said, it smells like a shampoo type of perfume smell. Not too bad. It's not like my favorite smell, but it definitely doesn't like stink or anything like that, just for lack of better words. Like, it's kind of a neutral smell. And then of course the hair, it feels like buttery. Y'all know that's a compliment. If I tell you your hair feel like butter, it is silky smooth. And for this to have been colored, I'm really kind of taking a look at the shaft of the hair. Everything seems to be in alignment. It doesn't look like it has like, yeah, no split ends or anything. So whoever, you know, took the time to color this, they definitely did a great job. And I just have, I believe this is like a 1.5 to 2 inch curling rod. The reason that I'm going to use this is just because simply I want to kind of mimic the body wave look that they had, which was kind of like a little less curled than not, more of like a wave and just kind of like an effortless look. So that's what I'm going for. Just waiting on this to heat up. We're at 293. Okay, can we get to 4? And I'm not going to put anything on the hair. This hair clearly holds a curl. For how long, we'll kind of get to see today, because I'm going to be going to view a townhouse. So I'm actually getting ready to do that. I was contemplating, I'm like, should I film? Should I not? But yeah, today's the day. I didn't wait for this to get completely hot. So I'm going to like leave this on here for a second, just because, yeah. You guys can see just how easy it curls. Look at that bounce. Boom, boom. The boom, boom, boom. I definitely got to get a wax, like, okay. I'm going to Vegas. Don't worry. I'm going to be vlogging, so you guys will kind of get to see that a little bit. I'll be able to kind of explore more than I did when I went by myself, which is like ridiculous. But hey, it was good. It was a good time. If you guys have not seen that vlog, hey, run it back if you need to. Wind it up. Oh, look at that curl. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see this, but these curls look good. Super bouncy. I have not put anything on the hair and it looks really shiny. I tried to keep the lighting as natural as possible, so obviously you don't know, but I have a ton of artificial lights going on around here to kind of mimic daytime, but it's looking good. I didn't want to do anything extra, and then I'm like, are y'all tired of seeing me do my hair in the bathroom? Like, do y'all want a little setup again? So I call myself redoing the film room, and I have 3 different sets inside of the room. So when you guys see me switch it up, that's what's going on. Y'all, this color is so pretty. Everything is just laying nice and flat. It feels good. I'm gonna fight the urge to add layers right now, but I really, really want to. This literally takes about 10 minutes just to go through, add some curls. And I'm making sure that I kind of curl away from my face because I want everything going in the same direction. Now, if you absolutely feel the need, yes, you can use some hairspray. Typically, what I'll use is the Frizz Ease. I'm going to put a little bit on here just to kind of make sure that this stays. Just going to do a little while it kind of cools down and all that stuff. So that way, when I do the comb out, everything will still kind of flow nice. So another thing that I love about Hairvivi, I know that I'm doing this like fresh out of the box. Obviously the hair had been washed and all that good stuff just because it has been dyed, but I'm not getting any shedding like at all. Even after cutting off that little area of the lace, I haven't gotten anything that has just like come out. That's always really exciting because sometimes you'll get a unit and it's like already shedding before you've had it I mean, longer than a day. So far so good. The way that they definitely installed this and sewed everything down, it looks nice and cohesive. And then I'm just making it a point to curl away from my face. That way everything just kind of flows. So you guys can see we have the nice curls with these highlights, baby. They did the thing. It's gonna complement my skin tone really, really well, especially in the sun. I'll have to get like a couple shots so that you guys can see. And all right, so for this top portion, this is where we want to make sure everything's kind of laid down, because this is the area where like most of that, you know, parting space lace is. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but we just kind of want to make sure that we have a little bit of something to work with. So using the tool again, which I'm falling in love with. So all that you do when you see that little bulk area here, go ahead and just take your hot comb and literally press it out. Press it out. Press it out. You guys can see, you just kind of like lay it flat and it'll literally get the hair laying the way you want it to. You can even take advantage of the sides and do that. And it just cuts right through the bulk. It makes it a lot easier and it helps everything to kind of just lay a little bit flatter. Now, if you don't actually have a curling iron, but you have a flat iron, you can do the same thing with a flat iron, like curls, of course. You can definitely do that. If you don't have access to like a hot comb, you can just use any point of a curling rod, if you do have that, to do the same thing. And you would just kind of press it down. You can feel the heat. I don't want you guys to think that you can't, but it's not so hot that it's like, oh my God, my scalp is burning, because it's so many layers under here. But yeah, so you have some options. So if you decide that you don't want to do this with the hot comb, the reason that I really love to kind of wash my wigs and allow them to air dry is because I can style them exactly the way I want to without having to rely so heavily on the heat to kind of do the job. So I am noticing these pieces are a little shorter. So there must be some kind of layer in here. It may be like a long layer though, but I'll know for sure once I kind of like curl this out. Now for this last couple of pieces, I just really want to make sure that everything is nice and flat. So this is kind of where I take the extra time to really kind of just focus on getting everything to kind of lay down. Boom, we got all the curls in. So before you do anything, of course, remember, spray this little side a little bit. It's not gonna hurt it. You don't have to use Frizz Ease if you don't want to. I just do because I've had it forever. I don't know if you can tell, this bottle is probably not even made anymore. I've literally had this probably since I started my channel. This is embarrassing. That's like a long time. Anyway, I'm gonna take some of the Pattern Beauty. This is just like their Spritz and Shine spray. Take some of that to go over the tops. Kind of go throughout the hair. And then I'll take a little bit of hairspray in my hand. And then still mix it with the Shine spray. So now we kind of got a little situation going. And this is what I use to just get rid of the flyaways. So when you guys are like, how is your hair looking so polished? This is how I do it. And I don't like to spray it directly on the hair because sometimes it'll get a little chalky. So you want to make sure that you just do it in the areas you need it. I can already tell this is about to be so cute. I can't. So let me go ahead and just pull this back. So before I can really finish off the curls the way that I like to kind of get them situated, I want to make sure that the hairline is all set and straight. So okay, very natural. It looks so good. Okay, and this is with no baby hair. I will not be adding baby hair. We are wearing the unit as it is, as we should. Okay, go ahead and just kind of like clip some hair back if you have to. So So when I cut off my lace, I know some people are like, do it in a zigzag. Y'all, it's not that serious. If you got good lace, it's not gonna matter. Just cut it off. Just cut it off. There's times where I've even had some of the lace still left on my wig, and I didn't really notice that I had like as much in the hairline as I did, but it didn't matter because, again, it just literally blended into my scalp, so was not a big deal. Boom. Now I always recommend just kind of following up once you cut the actual lace off. Follow up with a little bit more of that spray just to kind of reseal everything. Even if you don't want to do the spray, you could absolutely take some mousse, just a little bit, just to help blend that in. I don't know if you guys can see it like literally disappear. This looks so good already. I don't know where my blow dryer is right now, so I don't think I brought it over here. Usually I have the little mini one, so I'm just using this to quickly dry the little edge part so that I don't have to like re-tie it down or anything. If you wanted to, you could absolutely just re-tie this down, but I'm not gonna do that. We just need a little wind. I'm telling you, 30 seconds, it gets right to the point. Ooh, ooh. I don't think I even showed y'all the back. Let me kind of give y'all a little back. Look at it. This is before even the comb out. Looking good, and everything is nice and flat like I wanted it to be. Super natural looking. Look at that. Voila. Go ahead and pull everything to the front. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and just kind of comb this out to finish the style. So I like to take a paddle brush. I think I have some water in here. I hope nothing comes out. Anyway, go through. It's just like a nice, soft, effortless look. And because we added that hairspray, it'll kind of help the curls kind of remember what it is they should be doing. And then the same thing on this side. Now, what I've been doing lately is kind of bumping up this area a little bit more. So let me show you how I do it. I just kind of part out just a small amount of hair, maybe about an inch here. Take my curling iron and I like to curl it back from the root. Curl it back. Go ahead and release it. But make sure that you kind of hold your finger there. Did y'all see what I did? As I was releasing it, I held my finger there. We'll worry about blending this part in next, but for now, we want to make sure that we comb this into each other. You see how it's sitting like this? We literally want to use the back of the curler as a way to kind of heighten it a little bit. Boom. Take some hairspray, just a little bit. Don't go crazy. And a little bit in the front, right here. Smooth the hair out. And place it where you want it to go. Spray a little more. I think I'm missing my face. Look at that. The difference that it makes. Flat, this is cool. I mean, it's cute, but this really creates that, okay, we are not new to this. We are true to this. We've been curling and styling our hair. So If you need to play that back, play it back as many times as you need to. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Of course, to blend this out, just go ahead and comb it. Use your finger to curl it. If you feel like you really want this area to stay, go ahead and take some hairspray. Smooth that hair down. Oh yeah. Exactly what I was looking for. Smooth away any of those flyaways because we want it to be perfect. All right. Y'all see the volume, okay? Voila. I'm in love with this. So ever since I've been curling my bangs this way, I just absolutely love wearing a middle part, especially without having to do the baby hair. Y'all, literally, this could have been a closure wig very easily, but of course it's not. You have plenty of parting space, plenty of flexibility to do the left, right, middle, a center part. It is what it is, okay? If you wanted to transform this into a bang wig, you could. So many possibilities. I'm loving the color. They did a great job on adding the highlights. If you wanted to bump this up a notch, you could. If you wanted to go jet black, you could. If you wanted to add some red, whatever it is that your heart desires, you guys can accomplish this. Of course, all the details will be down in my description box below. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, especially doing a sit down, okay? Look at this hair. Who are we kidding? Okay? Look at this hairline. And you guys can really see how that True-Scalp tape really just kind of help gel everything together without having to do too much. Beautiful. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say about this. I think the hair speaks for itself. You guys definitely be the judge. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. And of course, I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies.